in the Dear Leaders Court and the Boss Hog Liberty Patreon insiders. They are the only ones that get this.
Are you recording?
I am recording.
I'm worried about this. He's pretty incompetent.
It's not going to go well.
He's everything that I would expect from a We Are Libertarians producer. He's willing and eager, but completely incapable of doing the job.
I couldn't find the one that looked like.
I'm just a warm body, guys.
Oh, we're in here as Dakota. Apparently, it won't share as the show.
Correct. It won't share as a show if you go live into a group.
I like how we've got the camera set up so that you can only see half of Mason, but you can see all of Chris, and then like 3 feet behind him too.
Who is this?
He's our newest Patreon guy.
It's because Mason's leaning back so far in his chair.
Yes,
Straight up, Mason.
So yeah, it's reasonable. All right. So we'll say this is the official start.
Is it?
Did you push go?
I did.
All right. So we're on.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Boss Hog of Liberty.
I mean, do you have
Patreon
schools out here?
Premium feed. I didn't go. I dropped out after the 6th grade.
That's all we needed.
We have a special Christmas edition. Dear Leader Chris Spangle has come out for our annual checkup. Chris Guffey is over there on the producer table.
Yes, it's going tremendous.
You gotta fucking talk.
Oh my God.
Dakota is dressed like Chase, I guess is the best we could say.
He really. Dakota is.
That's the best comment
We're-
that you could have come up with. I've been so curious the whole time.
Well, we know you're curious now.
Yeah, for sure. You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Christmas party. If you're one of my patrons, then I'm here with the boys from the Boss Hog of Liberty. Jeremiah, who was the one that was introing everyone. There's Fluffy back there, who's the producer. There's this kid. How old are you?
19.
All right.
Mason Rottinghouse, the Purdue
Right.
University freshman.
Apparently an incel.
He has. We're letting him drink water, and that's all.
Right.
He doesn't even have water.
We'll let him. He's dressed as Goofy. He's wearing a Goofy sweater.
I didn't know what to wear. It's Christmas edition.
That's what's in mine.
Yeah, and then there's Dakota. And if you're $10 a month and up, you can watch the video in Dear Leaders Court. So that's up there on $10 a month. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very premium.
And then
that's how he brings in the big money.
That's right.
That's why he's so damn afraid they're going to take it away from him.
That's how I pay for your websites, your hosting.
Literally
everything.
our website.
All right. Dakota Davis is dressed in designer shoes.
They're Skechers.
Designer
My
shoes.
shoes are Skechers.
Never let the facts get in the way of a good story. A $5,000 watch.
He's wearing some skinny
This is a nice
jeans.
one.
Dakota, stand up, Dakota. Will you stand up, please?
Yes, look at this.
Stand up for the fashion
He's wearing
show.
nice jeans. He's wearing a turtleneck sweater.
I don't see a single tear in those jeans.
Take your headphones off.
Now, I think he's
Show people the absolute...
That is not a real bulge. He's
Not-
got a sock in there.
You look like a gay Nazi. You look... Boy,
He's got a pompadour he's been working on for weeks. Months, really.
that's a good word for it, a pompadour.
It is a
yeah.
pompadour.
It's completely shaved on the side. He's got his beard pointed down.
It's a pompadour with a bald fade.
Right. The hair looks great, but it is, when I walked in here, I was like, am I here with GQ? Like, he's not, and then it's like you, Jeremiah, and Dakota are not even the same species. Like, he looks beautiful and handsome.
I'm just aging.
And you're old, and then there's, Fluffy, come here in front of the camera. Show them your beard. This guy, go back here, stand back here. You look like a more white trash Post Malone. Look at that.
Chris is... I keep getting ads. I think he borrowed my phone at one point because now I keep getting the ads for beer thickener.
Can you grow a beard?
Yeah, I shaved this morning.
No, but can you grow one?
There was one time I have to shave once a year for work, and there was one episode. If you go back, way back,
probably like episode 24, somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
I shaved that day for work. Jeremiah knew, and unbeknownst to me, Jeremiah decided that he would start the day off with a fresh shave, and then not shave for a long time and see what the growth links were. And he was like, and he broke the news on the podcast. He's like, I also haven't shaved in 3 weeks. I was like, really?
How bad was it?
I mean, it's not like it's not thick. It just grows really small, like really slow.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of what. Yeah.
All of my hair grows really fast.
Now, do you
All
even
of
have pubes
Oh.
yet?
I can't grow one for shit. It's
He's
all-
got as
I
much
got
of a
my-
beard as what
I
Chris
can-
does.
I have some sideburns and then just
I
starts
couldn't-
to curl.
I couldn't grow anything till 32. And I know Pat McAfee, the Colts ex-Colts punter. He was the same way. So maybe like you know
Really?
you'll hit 30 and you'll
That's
you know
a pretty late bloomer.
yeah. I don't know. Once you get older, and you can attest to this because Jared's my age. Like hair just starts popping up places, and you're like, "That's
You have to sacrifice it off the top of your head, however.
right."
I've
Well,
been
not me.
I've been
I
the
have great
State
hair.
Farm caveman since I was 12.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Dakota is just getting taller, darker, and handsomer. That's all he can say.
I feel like Dakota. We need to make him a project.
Oh god.
I feel like we could make.
Listen, man.
Manson.
Buy your clothes from Amazon, and they're real cheap. But make sure you watch out and make sure that you're not buying from an Asian source. And if you are buying from an Asian source, then buy about 6 times larger than what you normally
You have fashion sense, Dakota. He's in a goofy sweater. he's
This
hopeless.
is goodies, $7.
Right.
Nice.
That's
Good
what I'm
mind.
talking about.
So Mason has been on the show once before.
Not physically.
Not physically. You called in.
Spiritually.
You had been following us on the Facebook page. At some point, you commented and mentioned that you had been at Purdue University. It was the most recent episode that Steve Horowitz is on.
Yes.
And there had been a sexual harassment problem
Nice.
Oh, absolutely.
at your introduction to Purdue University.
Yeah.
There was a Twitter thing, and you were in the audience. So then you called in. Spangle, I think, was on that show.
Was I?
I think you were on that show when Mason called in, and you're like,
No?
I know
No,
Steve's
yeah.
on.
you weren't.
I was watching it. Rob
You-
was here.
That's right. Rob Kendall was here. And
Rob-
you were watching, and I think you actually listened to us. You like simulcast us on Wall,
Yeah.
and your comment was, "Well, Mason's better prepared than the hosts."
He really, yeah, it really was. It was impressive. But both
so
in
that
terms
earned you your spot tonight.
It,
Now the question is will you keep it?
it was impressive in terms of your ability as a child, and then there
It's not. I'm a 19-year-old, according to Jeremiah, man boy.
by alcohol, okay, and then wildly unprepared Jeremiah and Dakota, which
I am incredibly prepared.
You are.
But there have been times where Jeremiah comes in and he goes, "It'll be interesting to see what we're talking about tonight."
That's how we used to do it at We Are
No,
Libertarians.
those are really just the episodes where it's like just the hosts.
By alcohol.
And at this point, I just am obsessively trying to prepare for every episode.
Yes.
And
We're
it's-
very well prepared. The show is well
You gotta
done.
have a good balance.
I prefer the back of a post-it note and 2 or 3 ideas, and we just go.
It is amazing how much different the show and better the show is, and how much more relaxed you are when you're prepared.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I do.
Incredibly.
Yeah, having the research team. I know Hodie's watching. He's head of the research team, and having show prep. I mean, I think it's made a huge difference over the last year. The more prep that I've put into the show, the last few episodes as we've had the research team doing it, and then now that we've kind of got that stuff figured out, we're gonna start mixing in more hosts and having more fun like we used to.
And your big plan for the
Yeah.
We Are Libertarians Network is that you are going to spin off baby boss hogs to the world.
Well, that's one of the things that I want to do. I want on
you
January.
can't find one of me in every town.
No, and that's part of the problem.
That's
and
impossible.
That's very true. It is. It's hard to find a boss hog in Dakota because Jeremiah is such a good people person, and he's so driven to
Goddamn annoying.
boss people around and force friendship.
Like a Mason.
Manson, you'll know this. Manson, he's going to call you every afternoon and see if you want to come over and hang out. Now, hanging out may include fixing his parents' basement or whatever you had Aaron do. But
He will Huck Finn you.
right. You'll be painting his fence and
Every one of my friends has a story of the time they helped me do something.
expressing
Everybody.
anal glands on Garth or Jeremiah.
I've got a professional for that.
But that is
He's
one.
married now. He
Right.
doesn't need friends help.
But that is one thing that I want to do. I want to. That has always kind of been the goal, is to do three or four
Garth
things.
is my dog, by the way. It's not the actual Garth.
So We Are Libertarians is a fun show, and I enjoy doing that, and I really kind of only enjoy doing that anymore. And then, but I think to make a good impact, we have to have our audience take over the responsibility for a lot of the marketing of the show, the fundraising of the show, and get more involved in some of that stuff. And one of the few ways I want to do that is through Liberty and Chills, the weekly get-together. And I'm all about community involvement. I think libertarians have siloed themselves way too much.
Liberty and Chill.
Yeah, and I think we're just not engaged in our community enough. So I want to do Liberty and Chills in your local community. You want to take a step above that, then start a libertarian party. I think let's use that vehicle to try and connect new people. And then if you're really committed, start your own local podcast.
If you start a libertarian party, it doesn't mean you have to swear up being friends with the Democrats and Republicans.
I think
we just had a Republican in here for an hour, and we joked and had fun. And,
he talked about raising taxes, but I think one of the things that you guys have shown,
part of the pragmatic caucus.
Yeah, one of the things that you've shown on Boss Hog is that if you build something, you can become the media in your town because there's so little coverage of what's actually going on. Dakota's walking around here quoting COIT tax increases, and this is where the wind farmers, he knows all about the local community, and it's from doing this show. And I think if we can get more people
the biggest thing
engaged,
about it, Chris, is you actually have to really give a damn about your community.
Right.
There's only so many people. Everybody in every single town across America hates their hometown.
Right.
It's just the way it is. They try to escape from their hometown, and they realize that I hate this even more because none of the people I know are here.
Except
Right.
except for Goofy Rottinghouse. He loves this place.
Oh, I love Spiceland, Indiana.
I just moved there. And it's like...
Do you know where Darren Jacobs lives?
The thing about
And
it is...
if so, have you ever egged his house?
What?
Do you know where Darren Jacobs lives? Do you know what house he's in? And if so, have you ever thrown eggs at it?
Now here's part of the problem with the Boss Hog model. Who the fuck is Derek Jacobs?
That's what I was wondering. I live in
Darren.
Spiceland.
Darren Jacobs.
Darren is the communist overlord that rules with an iron fist in Spiceland, Indiana.
So he's the Democrat Jeremiah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Darren was the Democrat chairman
Okay,
who forgot to run for re-election, but nobody ran against him, so he got 4 more years.
Got it.
Poor sons of bitches
got
in
it.
Spiceland. He's also a very good friend of the show,
Of the planning commission.
and he's the town zoning administrator.
But see,
And
that's exactly like you guys are going to these meetings. You know what's going on with your local government. You're influencing local government.
We know
because-
who's on the take and who
Right.
just looks like they are.
Right. Well, you have your state
Some
rep.
of these guys aren't smart enough to take the money.
Well, you have your state rep sitting there, and you're sitting there talking to him, going, "Can you get straight ticket voting repealed?" Like, hey, that's something that we're interested in you doing. And then he's sitting in front of an audience of a few hundred people in his local that are filled with his local communities.
A few hundred.
Dozens of people. I didn't want to.
Tom is huge. He'll be thousands.
I didn't want to say tens and tens.
On his coattails, we'll be in the thousands on this episode, on the video.
So I'm going to spend my break kind of writing up how to start this stuff, how to do some of this stuff, and then on the 5th we're having a big dinner with all the Wall co-hosts. And
I don't want to interrupt you, but Fluffy's back there making fun of you.
I will fucking punch you in the I will fuck you in the neck.
Let's do it.
All right. All right.
I've been single for 4 years.
No, it involves.
I'm getting desperate over here.
I'll explain that. So I'll have Roger Paxton explain it to you. No, I think it is. It's important for libertarians to start getting into their community and dealing with politics as is, and that's a big part of the We Are Libertarians audience, and that's our message. Be a force for good in your local community, because that's the only way we're going to change things.
But what I was trying to come back to earlier was I've never cared more about where I live than whenever I started paying attention.
Right.
And people started paying attention to the fact that I pay attention, and it's like okay,
The next thing
these
you know,
people trust me now.
next thing you know, you're at the Elks Club talking to the judge.
Right. About coming on the show on January 10th.
And-
that's
And so
how it works.
Yeah, we're getting ready to start this book club, and the first book that we chose is Them by Ben Sass, and it's about loneliness
it's a great book.
and how to solve the problem of loneliness. And I bet by that experience, by doing this, you feel so much more connected to people. You feel happier. You feel better about yourself because you're engaged in your community.
Well, and it's not just that; it's also that you're taking on another form of responsibility. And I mean, responsibility is the meaning of life. If you,
Right.
Taking responsibility.
I guess I don't have to read the book now.
Well, that's not in them. That's
Stoic. That's stoicism. That's
Yeah,
what he's dropping there.
Yes.
He's dropping
Absolutely
Aurelius on your uneducated ass.
Mm-hmm.
Top to bottom, left to right. Somebody else start.
But in them, I guess we just talked about going to the Elks, talking to the local judge. going back to the both of them, these local meeting areas where people would go to a place, and you and I might disagree about every single thing in each other's lives. However, we're both members of the Elks, and we have this one thing in common.
Yeah.
We meet at this one place where we're not allowed to talk about politics.
The judge and I have
And
the
we
same
can-
problem. We're both on the White Estate sewers.
That's true.
Yeah, can we talk about the
He was
sewers here?
complaining about that to me last night.
Because I thought Dakota right before Dakota State Rep walked into the office here, because they have a beautiful studio here in Eastern Indiana. I saw Dakota go in the bathroom for a while, and then when he came out, this horrible smell infiltrated. I thought Jeremiah either shit his pants or Dakota just let he dropped all of his bowels off in the bathroom, and I couldn't be the only one smelling that. So I get in the group chat and I immediately start blaming Dakota for just
I didn't
shitting
even see
everywhere.
it. I missed it.
It was rank, and apparently it's the
water.
right.
So this place has the water turned on, and we're only here once or twice a week. So,
So the
I think
sewer
the
gas
water
is built
just
up.
sits
Yeah.
there and that doesn't move. Yeah.
I'm sorry for blaming you. I was like, what is he eating?
What is happening? All right. So that's
Yeah.
you're making progress. Someday you too will have a studio like this.
I'd like to get out of my
we
stupid
can
house.
sublet
But
this to you. You know.
I would not like to drive 3 times a week.
You just heard from State Representative Saunders that if you get elected like Mike Speedy, you beat Mike Speedy, you get a state rep plate, you can be here in 35 minutes.
Well, I get here in like 35 minutes anyways, because fuck the police, right?
I noticed you had 4 round ones on your car again, so that's pretty good.
I do have tires on my car, yes, yeah.
Tires and wheels and everything.
Yeah, that was.
I got my tires stolen.
I saw.
Yeah, I've got 19-year-olds making fun of me.
All right.
They don't know that you and I have a special relationship, and I can make fun of you. But other people,
I know.
they don't have that.
See, I feel like I need to come out here to push you around a little bit, because you're always bossing them around, and they're all young guys, so they don't feel they can stand up to you. So I drive out here and I park in your parking spot.
I didn't think I could stand up to Jeremiah at first, and now I'm just.
Right.
And I just know now.
Right.
Like,
But
yeah.
you learn from me. You just got to push back and say, no, I don't want to move to wherever the fuck this is.
He moved to Spiceland to get the hell away from me.
I know.
I was 3 miles away, man. That was too close.
I know.
I could walk to his house.
And then on the 5th, when Stone is coming up on January 5th, our social media manager, we're going to have a big dinner for him and get all the co-hosts together.
This is all Stone's fault.
And you two you're going to spend time with the enemy. You're going to Chicago with him.
Yep.
I offer you a lifeline with new friends, and you chose Jeremiah over me.
Well, if Jeremiah goes, then we get to split the Airbnb 3 ways.
So you.
I don't take up 3 rooms. There are 3 couples going.
Okay.
And if
all right.
Chris could find a date, he could come too.
I thought that it was Dakota and Audrey were paying, and then you were paying, and Purse String Potter had negotiated down to only paying 35%. Yeah.
It would be amazing.
How is married life?
It's good. As far as I know, it's going well.
No, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. You never really know how it's going.
As far as I know, I've been able to sleep in the bed every night, so I'm pretty proud of that. I don't know during your marriage. I don't know. 5 months in, were you in the main bed every night, or
Oh yeah,
had
we
been
were
kicked to
always.
the couch?
I mean, there may have been a wall of frost, like in Game of Thrones, but we always slept in the same bed.
Yeah, it's all good.
That last year, I didn't.
I always used to joke with Audrey and say I'm never going to sleep on the couch because I bought this bed.
Right.
Now in the new house, I didn't buy that bed. So.
That leverage is gone.
Yeah, no.
Kristen Kronk is in the chat asking Sarah, "How's married life?"
That last year, I didn't know how married life was going.
She
It
says,
was bad.
Sarah says,
Poorly, yeah.
Sarah says marital favors are how she's paying her way.
Yeah, so like what? It's an IOU book where you agree to not spend any money for a week, and then.
I got 365 coupons, man.
Now, when is baby Moral coming? I look forward to meeting little Chris.
The wedding was in July, So I guess
Let's
we're looking
see.
at March.
She has that. She has that pregnancy glow in that new photo. That
She did
she's
not
posted.
take to that joke well.
I knew she wouldn't.
yesterday.
What was
Sarah got a new headshot at work yesterday.
a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago, a few months ago, Sarah said that it was like 14 months or something, and I can't remember which month that was. So I was supposed to keep track so that whenever I got time, I'd be like, they're having a baby.
Oh man, when is Baby Davis due?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not until sometime early 2020, late 2019, I'd say. I mean, I'll just be open and honest about it.
We're
No
very
reason hiding
close.
things.
I bet I have kids before you two. He's incel. Never mind. He's not an incel. I'm kidding. He's a very nice boy.
Man, boy.
Sarah says, I don't take it well because people take things seriously.
I know. That's why it's funny.
What did you
Because
say? What did
he
you
announced
say?
our engagement 6 months before we were engaged.
So I like to. We all like to tease each other online, and so with Jeremiah, it's always happy birthday, and then because he's such a pillar of his community, 15 people write on his wall, happy birthday.
So,
And
so Sarah wished her father a happy birthday last week.
I was totally confused, had an old man moment, and I thought that it was your birthday, and I felt so bad that I missed it. So I get the chat.
You put in the group chat, you're like, oh, dang, man. Did
I'm
I
so
miss your
sorry.
birthday?
Yeah, and then I reread it, and I was like, oh, it's her dad. Well, better run with it anyways.
No, in the group chat, you said, oh, no, it's her dad. She just calls you daddy.
And then she posted this beautiful new headshot from work on her Facebook, and I just wrote, that pregnancy glow looks beautiful. And I noticed she commented but didn't like the comment, and that's how I knew I was in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's good.
this is the way we live life. Literally, we look at Facebook and we go, "Oh, here's the angle I have," and then sometimes we will let each other in on the joke and say, "I'm gonna do." It's like 4D chess.
Right.
I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna. It's the way that's life.
Yeah.
I want to point out real quick that this is something that was really funny that happened today. A man from Henry County called you Chris Kringle in a comment section.
Oh, really?
To try to insult you. Yes.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And you'll see it later.
Was it
and-
Keenan? Was it that scumbag Keenan?
He said Merry Christmas, Chris Kringle.
Right.
And I thought
He doesn't know you're Santa
and-
Claus.
I know, and I was like, he's trying to be insulting, but little does he know
I play Santa.
that you're actually Chris Kringle every year.
I'm gonna comment with just the creepy Santa photo that I took. Yeah.
There you go.
I thought it was hilarious. I'm sure Kenan he'll laugh at that. I'm sure.
Manson, get yourself a Santa Claus costume.
Man, he keeps calling you Manson.
Is that not his name?
It's Mason.
Oh, I'm sorry.
His last
Close.
name is the one you
Close.
make fun of, not Mason.
I've been doing it
His
just
last name is Rottinghouse.
Oh, that's gross.
Your ancestors were really bad butchers.
Those are the best.
No, I've been calling him Manson just to see how long before he would correct
I
me.
wasn't gonna say anything. I'm a nice guy.
I know. He's totally. It's his first time. He's scared.
You're too agreeable, Mason.
Right.
You're too agreeable. You have to be more assertive with
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm a dick. That's
You're never gonna make
right.
it in life if you're agreeable and you're wearing goofy sweaters.
Right. Take it off.
No.
Give Fluffy something for his troubles.
Now you've got the freshman 40 on now, but I hear you were a high school athlete.
Did you just call
I
him that?
I
Ooh,
would
dude,
definitely.
singing Chris-
You walk in that
You-
diving court and it's like just endless.
It's
You
the
just
goofy
eat.
sweater. It does not help.
I don't care if it helps or not.
Let's see. That's better. All
There
right.
you go. All right, so you got to poke them in the
Sorry.
face, and then they fight back.
Yeah, I played sports in high school. I mean,
You were like the tennis all-star.
Another thing.
Now Dylan Mofield is
Another
trying to fill
fashion
your.
tip.
fill you.
I can see that you're taking advantage of it. If you got thick thighs, then wear American Eagle jeans.
The
because
stretchy
they got
ones.
Ultra flex.
is that what you were?
That's right.
Let me see.
They got spandex.
See?
Well, now their hands are in each other's pockets.
We just need to do something with the hair. You know, you need to style.
Dude, I can't.
Listen. I know, but I've trained my hair over time to just have that Kennedy swoosh over to the side. You gotta do something with the hair. Shave that off. Just give up on that for now.
Okay.
Give it like 2 more years. You know, and you'll be good. Just those 2 things, man.
I actually aspire to look like Chris Guffey. So.
Well, he looks like
Have you tried the frosted tips?
he does have frosted tips. Oh my God, you have frosted tips.
Never
really.
He doesn't have frosted tips. He has
No.
highlights,
Highlights.
red and blonde.
Come back over
highlights.
here and just stand there behind me. People need to see the visual. They're paying for this. Get over there.
Don't leave your station, Chris.
No, get
They
over
are.
there.
They are strawberry
Hey,
frosted tips.
I will cancel the show if you don't go there. And
Guffy, you better do it.
I will delete the feed. I have the power. I'll change the password and it'll all be over. I just want you to stand back there. I want the people just stand face the cameras. All right, so we're talking about you. We need to
Put your head down.
look at that.
There you go.
Look at that. It's like Aaron Ewert in 2004. You don't even know who Aaron is.
No.
No. Yeah, but look
That's
at.
not an insult. Aaron's a good-looking
Yeah,
man.
he's very handsome. He's pretty, in fact.
He is pretty.
All right, you may go back.
Okay, cool.
Now, we didn't talk about the beard, though.
We
We
did.
did earlier.
already
Are you
did.
drunk?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
he
didn't
is.
talk about it again.
Right.
Have you
Jeremiah's-
tried dyeing the beard? Will that help?
Jeremiah's had 3 beers. It's just.
I-
Will not help.
4 more until he starts bear clawing you like he did his brother. By the way,
4 more and we start to get into the hard liquor.
I love how you have no discipline on your staff. You made this mandatory for the 3 co-hosts that aren't here. These 2 showed up, but the rest of them didn't.
Mason's here because he thought it would be fun, and Chris is here
Okay.
because it's his first.
It's a big mistake.
Because it's we've never won.
I'm here because forced friendship.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, they were
Chris started working for my campaign and said, "I want to work behind the scenes." Now he's been on camera twice in a night.
the other day I was like, who was that guy that I was on the Boss Hog with that didn't say anything the entire time? And they said it was Guffy. And I said, why don't you have him do something? Maybe get a producer. So you can thank me for your career, Guffy. So when I tell you to get up and stand behind them, you better do it, son.
He can
Yes, Parker.
legitimately put audio and visual producer on his resume.
He can now, yeah. Stone is a social media manager. He's a 20-year-old dude out of Georgia, loves the podcast. I'm like, now you've got a credit.
Now Stone does not know how to communicate yet.
Well, Stone
was going to
Stone's
come
a
from his.
diehard Calvinist as well, so that's just it goes with the
It was
theology.
predetermined that we're not coming to his party. He's not. We're not in the elect.
It was predestined, yeah, because he chose the date and he had run it by, and I don't think you guys had saw the date, but then
Stone said, "Hey, I'm coming on the 4th," but he didn't say what month, and he said it like in November.
right. Yeah.
And by the way, November 4th, I was busy with something else.
And November 4th, we had also already had this trip planned for like 2 months.
Right.
true.
It was never, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, and then Spangle, like a week and a half ago, was like, "So I'm gonna throw this party," and I'm like, "Oh, I've got terrible news for you."
I don't need you guys there. I would love to have you, but I know you guys are busy with this out here, and this is, a lot of it's people that I want to get involved, but I don't necessarily know them. And so you have some of your friends come and you talk to them, and like, did that person know how to carry on a conversation? Because if they can, then they can come on. If they can't, they can come on the Boss Hog of Liberty. Like Mason.
This is how Mason is going. Mason's gonna be a star. He
Only
just
go
doesn't
up
know
from
it
here.
yet.
Right, yeah.
Ball State College Radio is in your future.
Let's open some gifts.
Are we doing that?
Yes, let's
Yeah.
do it.
We're
First,
30 minutes
hold on.
and we probably should.
Before the show with Tom Saunders started, landlords Mike Broyles and Scott Frost came over, and
Some of the greatest guys that have ever walked the planet.
seriously,
Scott
and
Frost?
they really are.
Scott Frost.
Yeah, he coached in Nebraska, right?
Yes.
Yeah, same one. Yeah,
Very
Where's here in
busy.
Newcastle?
He was a hell of a quarterback.
Hey, don't make fun of the landlords, dummy.
Anyway, they came over.
Scott Frost. I sound like I'm a Hoosier. Scott Frost is kin.
Kin.
To Chris Kringle.
No.
I'm so confused. I have no idea.
To the UCLA head coach.
Jack Frost?
He's cousins with Alfred.
I noticed because Scott was nipping at my nose.
All right.
But anyway, they brought us Christmas presents over. Scott's wasn't wrapped, so I
Ta-da!
got to see it before Jeremiah did. However, the one that Mike brought is in fact wrapped, and he said he made me promise to open it at the same time as Jeremiah. So
Now,
I'll show you guys.
is Chris Guffey's gift over here yet?
I brought beer.
You'll have to bring it
He
around.
brought me beer.
Bring the box around.
This-
sir.
Hey,
We'll
hey, Chris,
open it on the show.
Will you zoom in on this?
Yeah, sure. Well,
This is the gift from Scott.
Ooh.
He brought us some.
That's pretty.
Some art for the studio.
That looks like somebody took Evan McMahon's tattoo and printed it.
That's the state flag. Do we not have like the coolest state? We have like a Torch of Liberty.
You did very
and-
well.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
we're the 19th state, I think,
But
and that's what the 19th star is.
Scott owns Frost Framing, so
Beautiful.
he
On
made
Indiana
this for us.
Avenue here in Newcastle.
So he did that for us. Let's get ready to open Mike's gift.
All right.
I'm waiting.
Very exciting. The live stream is way behind the actual live, so it's now just finally showing up on our phones, the zoomed in version. I was going to accuse Chris of not listening at all, but here it is.
I'm following Spanglessly.
There's rope
I'm
around.
my own boss.
There's rope around Mike's.
Don't you be like me. Don't you be like me. It's just like,
I want to succeed in life, Spangless.
you're a smart man. Give me that string. I want to play with it. Thank you.
This is from, where is this from?
It says box teak.
Box
Ooh.
tea. This is very premium.
I hope there's something to eat
This
in
is
there.
very premium.
Right?
Look at this. There's a. I broke
The
it.
packing material. Oh,
You
no.
bro.
The
There's
packing
a-
materials are like this shredded. This is like fashion mall type quality.
There's
Yeah.
a very, very neat little clothespin in here that's about a half an inch tall, and
It's
it
shattered.
just-
You
came apart.
shattered it with-
Normally it's my man hands that break things.
The undelicate Jeremiah.
Use that Purdue.
Merry
engineering
Christmas
fix it.
from Rose City Partners, Scott, Mike, and Patty.
All
Thank you
right.
guys. Says someone is thinking of you. We hope this gift brings you joy in this season of your life. It's nice. I don't know how to.
Dead
Okay,
air.
so we
What
got
do we have here?
West Candy Company, milk chocolate cocoa powder.
All right. I'm sure we can do something with that. That's probably a good 3 ounces of something. And we got some candy
Ah, these
canes.
are awesome. Teeny tiny candy canes.
Love it.
All right.
Ooh, that's the good kind. You
So
can-
far, nothing that I can eat, but it's fine.
What, do you want a diet?
I don't eat sugar.
Oh.
And
Ooh, this is awesome.
oh my.
Look, my name's on
Mason
it.
Jar Cookie Company, and they have snowflake. It looks like they're going to be really the soft version is sugar cookies with snowflake.
Are those Red Hots or are those chocolate M&Ms?
No, they're chocolate M&Ms.
Ooh, yeah. That's you get like the thing and then you put it all into a thing and then you mix
It's
it
a
all
whole.
up.
It's a
and
whole thing.
It's all inclusive.
You can eat this.
We got a
There's
mug. I can steal the mug.
Oh.
There's no carbs in this. You can eat it.
I got my mug. It's like a
It's a
metal.
metal mug.
It's in the metal camping mug type thing, but it's
That's
been
awesome.
painted like a
Give me that. I want to play with it.
psychedelic Holstein cow. It's red. It's from the Crow Canyon Company from 1977.
Ooh.
That's a keeper. Are there 2 mugs or just the one?
That's just one mug.
That's my mug.
I'm taking the cookies.
All right, we have a deal. The mug will stay in the studio. That might be my beer drinking mug.
All right.
That's the most Hoosier thing ever. Drinking out of beer out of that mug.
Might be my beer drink. Oh, it's the IU colors. My bride says.
Oh.
I will like IU when we've paid off the student loans, Sarah. That's when I will like that.
Thank you very much, Mike and Scott. You're
That is incredible. We have some very
kind
very
to
good
us.
friends.
We have great.
So
friends.
everybody has gifts tonight, right? We've all gotten gifts for each other, so this is wonderful.
Yeah, I got you a podcast.
Yes.
I didn't get any gifts.
Oh. But you brought bring forth what you brought.
Yeah.
Show us the offerings.
I need another gift, Chris.
He's going to walk across the camera.
Well, there's no other way to.
If you wanted it bad enough, you would. This is
the kind
an
of beer
amazing
that a
gift.
guy that looks like Dakota would drink.
Leinenkugels.
That wasn't my gift. No.
Snowbeer.
That's for Jeremiah.
Vanilla porter. I'm very happy about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go. And 3 Floyds. What is this?
No, that's Necron 99.
This isn't what they're known for.
No, but it's a.
He hates it. Take it back.
This is terrible. Throw it against the wall.
It's my gift.
Watch this.
Oh my God! If you, I
Shook it up now. Put it down.
I thought he was gonna do it. I was like, I've taught them too well.
So for those to those only listening, we have a solid brick wall, and I grabbed the bottle
Threw it.
and I threw it towards the wall.
Oh, I about had a heart attack. I was gonna love it. Oh, you should have done it. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, but we don't have a janitorial staff. Chris,
Yeah, you do.
you're our janitorial staff. Here we go. We got double
Wow,
birds.
that's insubordination.
We got the willpower coming from the other side. All right. So that's a wonderful job. Thank you. I know that the beers you got me are only $1 a piece, and the ones you got him are $4 a piece. I'm not keeping track.
I got you more.
I know, but there's 6 in his and only 12 in mine, so I think he's ahead. I'm not petty, but I'm just saying.
He doesn't force friendship.
That's true. Yeah, he's a much easier friend.
But what one do you value more? Choose now.
If you don't say me, this show's canceled.
This is failed.
All right.
All right, Chris is wandering away. All right, so let's see. Everybody got a gift tonight. Everybody's taken care of. I have provided Mason
Oh,
Thank you.
with a printed label
Where's
so
it
that
from?
you can. It's from me.
From Che.
I printed it.
It's-
It's so that he can
It's
return.
Oh.
It's so that he can return his college books and sell them, so that you can buy beer when you're 21.
that's what it is.
Did you just print a label? Like, is that actually of any use to you?
It's gonna get the book back on time.
Did you not have a printer?
Well, I was out and about all day, and I haven't been home. And I was like, I'll text Jeremiah.
I know I'll see him.
So instead of giving the boy a present, you have no money, right? You have an
He's got
overdrafted
nothing.
checking account, I assume.
He's like Stone 2.0. He's Northern
Right.
Stone.
He probably bought 2 McDonald's cheeseburgers with dimes today, and you printed something, and that was his gift.
And it's comically poorly printed. He
Right.
thinks.
It's not even on a laser jet.
He thinks that that UPS is going to take it, and I think it's going to get his books are going to get lost. And
Oh,
it's
they'll
not
take
gonna
If
work.
they don't take it, it's gonna stay in the delivery box because I'm not picking them back up. So
It's a good plan. That's what I like to
they
do.
can
I
get
just
over it.
ignore my problems and they go away. That's what happened with my first wife.
Okay.
It's not a joke.
Joke's on her. You got the cat.
I got both.
All right. So I did some shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you seen this NASA glitter bomb thing?
Yeah.
This
I
video.
watched that today.
Right.
Yeah,
You-
so
you're
whenever
never-
I was setting up for this little bonus episode, I saw the wrapping paper that Jeremiah wrapped us
This-
with, and I was like, I'm gonna make him
This
hand
is
this
literally
to me.
this is literally the first time I've touched this gift.
So I saw Dakota in that outfit with that hair, and glitter was all over the place, and I was just like, make a mental note and call him gay later.
So, Representative Saunders damn near did.
It was real close. He kept going like this.
Here's the thing. I'm married now. I don't care.
It's covered.
Yeah.
All beard.
Tell that to Rock Hudson.
I don't know who that is.
Right, look him
Yeah,
up. Google him.
there's something called Rock Hudson jeans. You might be wearing them.
Is there American Eagle Ultraflex? We are already established.
So this is literally the first time I've held this because my wife wrapped it for me.
God bless
This is
you.
Oh, you dick. This thing is covered in glitter, and Jeremiah wiped it all over his designer clothes. And so Dakota smacked him in the face with it.
I love you too. So.
Oh wait. I put time into your wrapping.
Oh, Bath and Body Works. You know I go there every week.
It's a bag.
So
How did she wrap this?
I don't know.
She used like the sticky tack stuff that you put on walls.
It's-
This is very precise.
Now
aggressive.
last year Dakota got me money. He got me money,
Which is a great present.
which was wonderful.
Yeah.
This I love.
Ready?
Oh my God, I'm so happy. This little Sebastian.
A T-shirt from
It's-
what show?
It's
the
from
actual
Parks and Recreation.
It's the actual T-shirt from the show.
Oh, really?
Like the ones that they had on there.
Little Sebastian. I met Little Sebastian T-shirt. It's like a 9X. I'm not that big, so
It's not a 9X.
All right, now
This is literally like my 4th Parks and Recreation T-shirt in my collection.
I have told people I want what you got, Dakota, and I'm mad. I'm jealous of your gift.
Now this gift
Jeremiah,
has to stay in the studio.
I really wanted. I was hoping to get you a Arrested Development shirt.
There's always money in the banana stand.
And
There is fucking glitter everywhere.
it's really obnoxious.
It's bad. It's very bad.
It's worse than Dakota's shit earlier.
So I gotta build the wall Lego set, but it's
It's by-
not
it's
actually
not by Lego.
Lego. It's by MAGA. Zoom in on this, Chris.
It's a little Trumpy Lego guy.
Is there really stuff in this? Can
Real
we
question.
build,
Yeah, I think this
can
is.
we
this
build
is,
the wall right
does it
now?
This is
come
literally
with
you
the
have to build it,
Mexican guy?
and we got to keep it on display in the studio. I don't know if it comes with a team of Mexicans to pay for it, but you can build it. On the day that the House approved the border wall money.
I'm shutting this podcast down until I get one.
I bought this.
Until I get what I want, I'm shutting this down.
I literally bought this gift like 2 months ago,
That's
and
so
it showed
funny.
up this week.
It
took so long to get here.
The other funny one around that time was Trumpy Bear.
Yes. It is so much. It is very tiny.
Very small.
It is the smallest wall
Yeah,
I've ever seen.
Choking hazard.
It is much bigger on the box.
Little Lego man with a little Lego Donald Trump hat.
I was picturing this
Hair.
thing would have to go on the wall somewhere up high. This is definitely going to be like go on the tabletop. It is not as big as I thought.
Give it to the boy. He likes to play with toys.
Man boy.
Boy. Trust me, I didn't become a man until 33.
Is that when you lost your virginity?
Would you like this? It's like Miranda was here.
I was told everyone got a gift.
We
Actually, I was
got
told
you a
not to get you
studio.
If this is my gift, I'm pissed.
So, once again, as I've always said,
Right.
we give you amazing content every week. Every Thursday, we're here.
But how does that help me?
We have never thrown a board out a window.
No, you just stole my board and sold it.
We have reappropriated some funds.
Right.
I don't have the Indian blood in you like you. I probably have Andrew Jackson blood in me.
I've never Indian gave in my life. What are you talking? I give and I give and I give.
But you never get.
No, never. Thank you, Mason.
You don't like to take it?
No.
I thought you enjoyed it.
Your podcast costs me hundreds of dollars a year. Do you bring me hundreds of listeners?
Yes. Yes.
You look so gay without your headphones.
So on the table we have the baby Donald Trump.
It's funny.
Build the wall.
Have you built the wall yet?
I haven't built the wall. I want Chris to zoom in on Donald Trump real quick because the facial expression is hilarious.
Well, I can't zoom in that close.
Yeah, it's probably
You
too
can't.
far. Yeah, you may have to go take it over there.
Maybe Mason could do something.
No, watch this Dakota Scrubs.
Now,
Yeah, no, people need a close up of Dakota.
Ooh,
is
peacock
that all? No, Spangle. I've got an idea. Dakota is
What?
wiping her glitter off his legs. It is literally the world's worst wrapping paper. I bought this stuff about 5 years ago, and it's been sitting in my closet. I used it once. Nothing would stick to it. I couldn't get tape to stick to it, and now it's.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is just obnoxious. It is gold. It's pure gold.
Right.
Complete gold. And it is just truly terrible. I think I've got 5 years. I've got silver as well. We've got silver and gold.
Can you see it now, Chris?
Ooh, let me zoom in a little bit.
Stop you. Oh my God. It's going to be in here for years. My wife will never believe me.
Let's throw that out now before he gets us back.
It's us back. This is not a.
I said throw it away! No, Guffy, run! 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 I can't stop him. I can't stop him.
This is bad.
Poor Guffy. You don't understand the strength of that.
He's so fast.
I know. He's like
He's way faster than you think.
he's
he
like a
should be.
special needs bear. Is this his phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so Jeremiah
Unlocked also.
Jeremiah does something hilarious I want you to know about, Chris.
This place is shaking. He's right there.
Chris just ran out the back door.
Mutually assured destruction around here.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna build the wall.
I thought he took my car keys. I've got my keys, so there's no telling. He's probably reopening 14th Street again.
All I gotta say, Jeremiah, you never look eating over your food.
Thank you, beautiful.
You sparkle.
I think he took my phone.
I can either confirm.
I
or
think that's
deny
what
that.
happened.
yeah.
Huh.
I've got his phone now.
The question is, did he lock his? Ooh, but his iPad's open.
He chose very poorly. Very poorly. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's going on in the live stream.
Nothing, absolutely.
Because he's taken my phone and the laptop has died.
The laptop died.
Oh, let me explain what's going on here now. Currently, nothing.
Spangle took my phone. I've got his.
Congratulations on the baby. I just saw your announcement on Facebook.
You better share that quickly, citizens of Henry County.
Guffy, you have a mic.
Yes.
Well, you didn't see him get up and run out, did you?
No, I was going that way, but I saw him approaching very fastly. And it was,
Have you ever seen anything like it?
no, it was almost like a gazelle.
Very swift.
No, he's like a grizzly bear.
I am intense.
Because you think like a grizzly bear, oh,
He's like
they're
an
big.
apex, yeah, apex predator.
That's exactly right. Now imagine, all right, come here, Guffy.
Okay.
All right, so, thank you. All right,
I'm doing all
just come sit here.
Come sit on Papa's lap.
Okay, so imagine I'm Jeremiah.
Yes.
And you're Danny, his brother.
Okay.
Okay, this is what he was doing to his brother. He had him like this, pulling his mouth down, and he goes, "Pour the vodka in!" It took 5 of us to get drunk Jeremiah off of his brother. It was insane.
I don't know that I've ever been drunk.
I do feel bad about the glitter, honestly. You are sparkling dear.
Oh, don't feel that bad. There are worse problems in your life.
What'd you do to my car?
Don't worry about it. You might need a new one.
I thought I locked it.
You did. But guess what I grabbed on the way out?
What?
Your keys.
Your car keys.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That's surprisingly smart for you.
I'm very quick. Very quick.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's horrible.
He's never coming back.
I'm gonna go. I'll take my camera out there. Let's see. Let's go look. You guys can watch on my monitor here.
I don't know that we're gonna get audio of Spangle's. I'm gonna try. Hang on. I can get
I'm
these
using my
YouTube.
Mevo.
Spangle's taking his Mevo.
Right.
There we go.
It's on the move. All he did was put it in the chat that I'm having a baby. That's all you got?
That's the best
He's going out the door.
That's weak.
Yeah, that's very sad. Oh my God, he dropped his iPad. Here we go. I'm trying.
For those of you just joining back on the live feed, it's worse than you can possibly imagine. It may have ruined my friendship with him.
Sarah says the feed died. It was very suspenseful. Right after, oh my God, he dropped the iPad.
What I'll do is I'll put my feed in your group.
That'll work. Those
Yeah.
guys can catch it there. For those that
This
are
is
trying.
the worst bonus show ever.
No, it's not.
It's the worst day of my life.
And you got divorced.
I know.
All I'm saying, Jeremiah, is if you were ever to put glitter in my car, you would have busted kneecaps.
Listen, his car has been ruined already by a gang of
No,
thugs.
see, I spent $6,000 having it repaired to pristine condition. They even shampooed it. It was like a brand new car until I came here.
That was your first mistake.
That's exactly right. No, the first mistake was
Now wait, what did you do?
accepting his friendship.
What did you do to me that caused a trumpetarian response?
No,
I'm covered in glitter.
you can take a shower, dumbass.
My little Sebastian shirt is ruined.
No, it'll wash off.
Ruined. And now it's got to go in my laundry. This is my... There's glitter on everything.
You really do look. It is amazing.
There's glitter on everything.
You brought this onto yourself.
All I tried to do was give gifts.
Where's mine?
Everybody got a gift. Mason, do you have a gift for me? Thank you. See.
All right, let's-
I know.
Oh,
He really does.
happy holidays.
It says happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Do you guys not celebrate Christmas?
I also taped all the corners. So
There's no way to open this damn thing. Oh, I love him so much. I'm looking. He taped every
He
damn
literally did.
everything.
There's no way to open this.
I got it.
You're a lovely rapper. For a 19-year-old kid, that's a great rapping.
Oh my god, he triple wrapped it. I've done the entire side,
Oh, I was
and there's no opening.
I was
Did your
about-
girlfriend help you with this?
What girlfriend?
Oh yeah, Ensel, right.
But no. No help.
It's an
whatsoever.
iPad.
Oh my god, he went to the Michael Scott School.
He got you an iPad. Is this a Chromebook?
This was on the Amazon Registry.
It's an electric.
It's a Microsoft
Is this
Surface
Surface
Pro.
You got him a computer?
I didn't want to get you anything.
No, I'm not mad about that. I'm mad that you bought him a computer. You don't know the monster that he is.
And he's a broke college student.
How-
Did you
yeah.
afford that?
How did you get that? How did you afford that? You cannot.
I'm waiting
Who
for
did
the
you
joke,
choose?
and this is feeling less and less like a
you
joke.
have to give this back to him so he can, you can't accept this gift.
I think he has a term paper to do.
There's. All right. Oh, thank God. I was literally about to say, like, no offense, but you can't accept this from a kid with no money. You gotta.
We have sticker puzzles.
sticker puzzles. Oh,
Spangle's face, he's getting more and more anxious.
I was horrified
I was too. I was like,
because I have to be the voice of reason and be the dick and be like, "That's very nice of you, son, but you're broke and he has money. He has rebar money."
He's trying to earn affection.
Yeah, but a $500. It's a Microsoft Surface Pro box, which is like what, $900?
Yeah, that's what I use for school.
Right. Very funny though. That's funnier than the glitter thing, honestly.
This is outdated. It's from 2016.
Yeah,
Right.
I bought it off
This will never
Dollar
do.
Tree. Maybe it's for
Does it have the
maybe it's
stickers,
on
or did you take the stickers already and use them?
Well, no, I didn't take the sticker. That would have been good.
The stickers are on your car. SpongeBob is dead, you know. This is all under the water. Are you okay? This is lovely.
0%.
It's almost this is for both of us, Dakota. This is
Absolutely.
almost as good
Next
as
time I'm in here, I expect one hanging.
a what?
One of them hanging.
One of them hanging. I have to
Yeah,
complete
you
one.
might as well not even open that.
Did you accidentally leave your stylus in here?
No.
It's empty.
No, it's just empty.
It's
He's
just
gonna
empty.
check for every present though, Dakota. He's
There
just
may
gonna
be,
make
like,
sure.
information.
I'm hoping-
Instructions.
I'm hoping he left something in here.
That's
he's gonna want.
$100 stylus, and I've used it 3 times.
Yeah, stylus.
At
I
most.
think they're the most pointless thing.
Hey.
Like I'm just.
Do you want a free stylus? It's on the back of this pen.
Right.
Look, it's got the little rubber dot on
They
it,
don't.
man.
They just don't work though. Like I mean.
Yeah, a
that
stylus. They
was-
tried when they started making with Palm Pilots or whatever.
Right.
They had styluses
I
back
can't
then.
take you seriously right now.
I just had an interview with a state legislator an hour ago, and here I am in a little
somehow
Sebastian T-shirt
You
covered in
made
glitter.
yourself look more feminine than Dakota. Dakota like went full autism mode. He hasn't said a word in 20 minutes. He's just been
He's
building
building the
this.
wall.
Build the wall.
He's like
President Trump said, "Build the wall," and building the wall.
real INFJ behavior. He's just over there just playing with his
Just
toys.
pounding it out.
What exactly is that white piece in the back?
I have no idea.
That's the Mexican border.
That makes sense.
Where's the red hat? Yeah, the red hat is gone.
Oh, it's an actual MAGA hat.
That is funny.
I was hoping it would be a MAGA hat. Mason, this is lovely. You're not getting the box back.
Hey, I did have a 6-month subscription to Microsoft 365 in there. You're lucky I got that out.
I was genuinely horrified by that. I mean, my face. I was genuinely like, dude, this is not like.
This is unhealthy.
I thought maybe it was like a laptop stand, and I was like, okay, that'd be okay because that's like $20. And then I saw the $900 laptop. I was like, my god.
Yeah, I was horrified just to buy it for school. I don't think I'd buy it for somebody else.
Yeah.
So
We
Very well done.
We make podcast money, and we wouldn't even buy that for somebody else.
I would never buy this for Spangle.
No.
No fucking way.
Sarah would never let you buy that. Period.
No. Sarah got a microwave for Christmas, okay? We went halvesies.
Halvesies on hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Well, is there anything?
Cade says he might come by.
Is that an extra hand on the ground with hair?
Yes.
Oh, Cade, if you come by, be prepared. There's glitter everywhere.
I'm taking that with me. You'll see that
Just hurry
again.
up and put it up.
The glitter?
Oh, you'll see that again.
Is that going to be at work?
I have
Are you
a
going to
lot-
lose your job?
I have a long memory.
Do you have a lot of people to be
And I
upset
have
with?
a trunk full of things I haven't taken out of for a very long time. That will stay there until the next party. And then I come to your house with your glitter wrapping paper. And
Then
then,
it's in the carpet and Sarah is pissed.
exactly. But it won't be my fault. I didn't make this choice. He
Listen,
made this choice.
you made the choice to drop glitter over my head.
You look
So-
beautiful,
So
finally.
I had
No, you went too
I
far.
had
No.
to defend.
Dakota, he went too far, didn't he?
He went.
Yeah.
Did Truman
But
go
here's
too
the thing.
far?
The
Did Truman go too
Here's the
far
thing.
to drop the bomb to end the war?
Yes, he did, actually.
Here's the thing.
Innocent lives were saved.
And lost.
I ended the glitter war forever.
No, you didn't.
If anything, you started.
You're right. Mutually assured glitter destruction.
Yeah.
Dakota,
He-
what were you about to say?
I look like I've been
I've-
at the glitter factory.
I knew that he was gonna try to get it all over me as soon as I saw the wrapping paper,
Right.
and I was like, well, he's gonna do it either way. So I'm gonna make him have to hand this to me, so it's on him too. Like,
I literally brought it in a vodka box covered in plastic.
Well, you showed it to me when you got here, and you were like, "Look at this." I'm like, okay, but I didn't. It didn't register what you were showing me, and I didn't realize what horrific gift lied in our future.
It's a beautiful gift
It's like
wrapped in terror.
Oppenheimer showed up, and he's like, "I've got a gift for you," and I'm little George Takei going, "No, thank you."
Oh my god.
It is. It looks like the glitter in my car on my seat is like
and I
right.
gotta wear this sweater to Tom and Jerry's on Sunday.
But
Going
the
with
heck?
you.
it like the glitter it goes right up the ass crack of the seat, and then it's all over the floor. Which the floor looked like it was covered in glitter from the fry salt, anyways. But
So when I went out, I took it and I threw it on the seat and I said, "Oh no!" And then I just slid it forward onto the floorboard.
no.
Yeah, he realized he had a flash of conscience for a moment, and then he thought, "I can't have a conscience. What am I thinking?" And then he
At first, I was gonna throw it in the back seat. It all happened so fast.
There's glitter back there, anyways, for my nieces. That I would have been better, but now I'm gonna have glitter all over my butt.
I really hope. My only hope is that this makes your day job. Some way they ask you on the show
Oh, nobody pays attention. to me.
why Spangle is covered in glitter every day now.
They will never notice.
Look at this.
Not
Look.
just all of them, just his
I
ass.
hope
Just his-
5 days from now, Sarah texts me and she's like, "I can't take him seriously. He still has glitter. He's washed his face 8
You've
times."
ruined Christmas.
You.
It is.
He's covered
It is
in glitter.
all in his hair.
Here's a crazy thing. She loves crafting. What if he goes home and tonight's conception night, and you have me to thank? Then you're gonna feel really bad.
Well, it's
She's-
not gonna be now because you just ruined it.
She takes one look at him covered in glitter and she just can't control herself. Like, he's like one big art and craft. You really
Dakota is just wheezing over here.
let me do it to you again.
I'm laughing so hard because your face whenever you said it. You went.
No, don't rub your face on him.
Listen,
You're
I'm
such a
already
dick.
covered. It doesn't matter. I'm already covered. in it.
Jeremiah.
Mason, come over here and get some of this.
Pass.
It would honestly
He's
make
got it on him too.
it'd make that sweater
He's
more
an
The
bearable.
whole
innocent
room has it.
bystander. He's just a casualty of war.
The guys on
This
Juice in
is
the morning.
senseless.
He's just
The guys on Juice in the morning will have
He's
it on
just
them
some
next
poor
week.
farmer in Verdun. He's like, oh man.
Oh my. So there have been some
Verdun.
casualties
Poor
tonight.
farm done.
Poor
lost-
farmer in Verdun.
We've lost the Mevo. It broke. We lost the live stream once. The first 20 minutes of the Tom Saunders show once again had no audio because
Someone.
somebody over there tried to screw it up.
And honestly, if I hadn't been here to go over and help him, your show would have been ruined. And then I didn't even get a thank you for propping this sad little man up. I didn't get a thank you from you. I didn't get a thank you from you or the audience.
You were given
I
instructions.
didn't even give a gift.
Terrible
Get a gift.
instructions by Dakota, because he said 3 was Spangle and 4 was Saunders. That was completely wrong.
So we kept turning
I kept
my mic up.
Spangle up, and
I can't imagine what that audio looks like.
you'll find out.
Yeah.
So, I was bitching about it before. As we keep doing Tom's mic check, and I'm like, Tom's not loud enough, and you're like,
Right.
shut up, you're not in control. I'm like, okay.
No, I didn't. I saved the day. You don't yell at me.
I was told, Tom's fine. It's your headphones that are the problem.
It was your headphones, but he was.
You see what I'm doing over here? I'm keeping tension on this because I love our Patreon people, but we really do need a new headphone amp, and I need a new
Yeah.
cable. My cable is it literally only works if it's under tension.
There's something weird about headphone amps that like.
They are the worst.
Yeah, I have
Literally
bought
the worst.
4 headphone amps over the course of We're Libertarians. I mean, we didn't even have them till 2015, 2016. So in 3-4 years, I bought 4 of them. I mean, they're junk.
That's our limit. All right. I don't know if Cade's going to show up or not. He asked. I'm trying to delay just for a second or two so Cade can see the horror.
I'm tired and I want to go
But you
home.
You thought you had the day off tomorrow.
I do. I thought I had tomorrow off, so now I have to go to work tomorrow, and I don't have a long day, thankfully, because I'll get my work done and go home. But,
Everybody.
but I have to be up.
Mason
at 6.
Mason hasn't worked a real day in his life yet.
Well, yeah.
But if you've watched Christmas Vacation,
Right.
by the way, we have to talk about the poll I created.
That
It's a
poll
poll.
was nonsense.
Hang on.
This is
If
the
you-
most bullshit poll.
if you
This
created-
is like this
I
makes.
literally tried to look for these movies. I'd never heard of the damn thing.
Somehow you made Nate Silver in 2016 look good with this poll.
So if you've watched Christmas Vacation, a true Christmas movie,
it's a
you
terrible
know
movie.
you
A
know
true
people stop working about this time of the year.
Right.
So from here on out, it's just people mailing it in.
Right.
No business will be conducted the rest
Right.
of the year, but people that are out of vacation days have to go.
Right.
So there are like 2 people left in my office, and I'm in charge of them now.
Okay.
Promotion.
I have to find busy
He's-
work for the next 4 days of
Surprise,
work.
surprise.
Give
you
him the
somebody around.
Oh.
sticker puzzles.
Old Alexander Haig.
Give him the sticker puzzles.
Yeah,
So,
honestly.
but it's literally like the rest of the year, Mason. You'll find that after like the December 20th, not a damn thing gets
Could
done.
you imagine if you worked in a sales office and the guy comes in who's like 4th tier boss, hands you a sticker puzzle and goes, "Your job depends on this."
Say, damn it, it's not done.
Can I hear something?
There will be hell to pay.
Dakota's so done with this.
Dakota doesn't care.
Dakota's been on his phone
So-
for 10 minutes.
So we created a poll. We've been doing these polls on Facebook because apparently the people care.
Not
And I-
about those 2 movies.
No.
And I shared the poll from the We Are Libertarians feed and said you must pick one
You shared that to our big page.
to the big page.
I'm revoking your
I
access.
picked one
And because
strictly off the name.
you have in the poll is which is the best Christmas movie, Mixed Nuts or Trading Places. One is an early 90s movie, one is an early 80s movie. One has Dan Aykroyd and the other has Steve Martin.
And nothing to do with Christmas whatsoever. There's snow in the movie. That's as Christmassy
Mixed
as it
Nuts
gets.
is about a suicide hotline at Christmas time.
Right, and it's horrible.
It's got Adam Sandler. It's got Anthony LaPaglia.
Don't share that bullshit
It
to
has
the page.
okay, and then the other one is Jamie Lee Curtis. There's a
Right.
little bit of sensible nudity.
There's a little
Christopher.
titty.
There is.
Yeah.
There is,
Little titty.
and it's about literally. I went to Business 101 at Ivy Tech, and they're like, "Yeah, it's about business. You should definitely watch that movie." It was in the curriculum to watch this movie, and there were boobs. And Dan Aykroyd.
At
and,
that age, you know,
Is that the
it
first
Right.
has
time
boobs
you've
in
seen
it.
Huh?
Was that the first time you've seen boobs?
The first time I didn't have to have a 28.8 modem to see him. Maybe 14.
You were home. He was homeschooled.
Yeah, we
Duffy,
lived in.
so-
It was like in the 40s. Anyway, so I shared it from there, and it was I said you have to choose. You don't get an option B or an option C, option D. You have 2 bad options, and one of them has to be what you get. Apparently, the people
Trading
didn't care.
Places.
And by the way, Trading Places won with like 92% of the
Yeah.
vote. Nobody likes Mixed Nuts. I think it's a great movie.
I
But,
think
I mean-
they were just 2 bad choices.
That's just like if you're making me choose between those, it's like Trump versus Clinton. It's like I don't like either.
it's
of
2
them.
terrible choices.
Right. Why
And that's
would
the
you-
point. That's the
but-
point of the poll.
But like what?
That's
why,
the deeper meaning.
Why would you even
Only
do that?
Paul Copeland picked up on that.
No, well, then Paul needs to be put in a home like you. I don't get the point of this. He's just trying. We need to do something, Dakota.
What?
He's lost his goddamn mind.
I'm covered in glitter.
And
Dakota's like.
It's safety.
yeah. So
All right, can we end this?
Dakota has built the wall.
the wall's been built.
It's done. It's very grand. I think a tiny little Mexican guy could come around either side of it, though. It's not very long.
Well,
Hey,
there's
given the
room for
land it's
improvement.
on.
It is the amount of the wall that the that the veteran has raised so far.
that
The
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe is $3
Somebody-
million would pay for about that much.
Somebody in
wall.
one of the chats was like, "This is amazing. They're GoFunding the wall," and I look and it's like $1 million. I'm like, okay, they got an inch. You know how much waste there will be building this stupid wall? It'll be
Well,
5
hell,
billion now, and then it'll be 5 billion every
GoFundMe's
year.
gonna take half of it anyway, so.
Right. I'm
No,
grumpy.
not
now.
anymore. GoFundMe
I'm tired.
did away
Grumpy
with their
Spangle.
fees.
I'm just like I
So
just
you
ran,
get
I
all
ran
the
out of
money,
gas
yeah.
about 5 minutes ago.
I just don't believe that.
You get all the money from GoFundMe now.
All right. Well, this has been
Very
fun.
good.
I thank you, truly, Chris. I know I can kind of be a bit of a high maintenance friend,
Kinda.
but I do thank you for
I
what you do.
mean,
I think that
I'm gonna have.
we should probably agree to continue for another year and see how things go
For this?
Can I-
for this show.
You need to sign the lease.
Our friendship can be month to month.
He knows I'm mad, so he's trying to make it right. He can tell I'm annoyed that he glittered
Oh, I know
on
you're
my
annoyed.
card.
I know you're annoyed, but I also know
I would
that you
be
value
so mad.
content above anything.
That's exactly
and
right. That's
and
why
for
I'm
the
not,
next 15 years,
I will
you've
not.
got this. This is going to be the buffalo that you feed on for content for the rest of your life.
I will never let you,
You will.
forget it.
You will use every part of this.
You'll do it because you glittered my car.
You will do that. You will use every part of this for the end of time.
That's okay. I'll get you back.
You will remember this
Yes.
for a very long time.
You just wait till the next pool party, and see what I've done.
Listen, dude. If it was my truck, I would have already left. I wouldn't have been able to hold myself together, so I just would have left.
Professionalism demands that you never walk off a show. No matter how angry you might be,
Nope.
you can't walk off a show.
No.
Now, will he do the decent thing and pay to have my car vacuumed?
No. No. He's got.
It's possible.
He's got Sarah.
Sarah and I might have a budget meeting and talk about it.
In the
Maybe.
meantime, I will have farted into that glitter
Maybe.
and steamed it into my cushion,
If you
and it will
haven't-
never come out.
If you haven't traded the car by next Christmas, maybe
Yeah.
next Christmas,
That's-
I will have given you some car detailing.
Clancy's car.
Yeah.
Car.
Part of it is he's right. I will do anything for a laugh. Part of it is I don't give a fuck about that car at this point. It's 5 years on. You know, I'm gonna have it for
You
a
thought it
couple
was
more years.
totaled a month ago when
Right.
it was on
Yeah.
rims.
And yeah, it's something to hold over his head. And there's the I get to think of what I want to do back.
You're welcome.
May set his lawn on fire.
You're welcome.
Nope, I would have left. See you later. I don't know if I'm ever coming back.
You are the one who turned around on him. You didn't even follow him.
Yeah.
He wanted it to happen.
No, I didn't know.
He wanted it
That's
to
like
happen.
that.
They were in
What-
our
oh, he
Chicago
was-
trip.
He was wearing the outfit.
What do
He
you
just.
think actually would have
He
was
asked
going
for it.
on?
I thought he was gonna take it and sprinkle it over the top of my car.
No.
Because I was sitting here and when we sat down, I was like, I should probably put my keys up. I shouldn't have them on the table. That looks unprofessional. I definitely should have done that. So
All right. Well, this has been fun.
The Microsoft Surface, though.
that honestly that was meaner because it's a car, right? But that I was like, you're gonna have to hurt this kid's feelings. And if you accept a $900 tablet from him, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he had kept that computer, Dakota, that would have been the final. I would have left after that. I would have been like, I would have gotten in the other group chat, and I would have been like, Aaron, I don't think I could be friends with this guy anymore. Like, we need a meeting, Dakota.
There's got to be an intervention.
Would you or would you have not kept that if that was an actual Microsoft tablet?
I would have had a conversation with Mason and returned it politely.
Right. Okay.
I
would
just
have.
don't
I would
think that.
politely
Hey.
returned it.
Look, my
Look at the
nemesis has
chomo
arrived.
that just walked in.
My nemesis.
Here, I'm gonna let him have my place because
Kane just scared the crap
I've
out
got-
of me. I was about to I was getting ready to jump up.
I've got a 3-hour ride home.
We're gonna take a group
Ow,
picture.
he
This will
just
take like 2
assaulted
minutes
me.
with. We'll take like 2 minutes with Cade. And
All
then
right,
we'll
so
be
to
done.
everybody, We Are Libertarians, join Patreon if you want to finish listening to their content, and then have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you